Sour Bucks. I got the name right. Hey everyone, Caffeine Man here, and today I have 4 new flavors of Bucked Up Energy for you. I am very excited to be going over these drinks with you because I have always been a fan of all the flavors of Bucked Up Energy. I think they do a really great job, and we'll talk more about that coming right up. Hello again everyone, thank you so much for joining me today where I go over everyday energy for everyday people. It is primarily energy drink reviews, but I do the occasional caffeine safety video as well as caffeinated product. And in today's video, we're going over 4 new flavors of Bucked Up Energy. I've always been a fan of the flavors of Bucked Up Energy, not to mention their effective dosages of ingredients. It has been huge in the pre-workout community, and even some gamers have found it to be of use because it not only has pre-workout ingredients, but it also has some nootropics in there. If you want to learn everything you need to know about Bucked Up Energy, I did do a review. I'll put it right there just to show you what it looks like, but I will also put it at the end of the video to make it easy for you to check it out after this one. But for now, I will tell you that this drink has 300 milligrams of caffeine. Yes, it is a high caffeinated beverage. 300 milligrams in a 16-ounce can. 0 sugar, 0 carbs. It uses sucralose and ACE-K for its sweeteners. And like I said, lots of other pre-workout ingredients and nootropic ingredients that you can see in that other video. Some of the brand name ingredients being teacrine, dynamine, alpha-size GPC, and it is good to point out that these drinks do also have beta-alanine in them. Why is it good to point that out? Well, if you guys didn't know, beta-alanine can sometimes give some people the beta tingles, or some people say an itchy feeling that they don't like, but some people actually love the beta tingles because it's more tingly than it is itchy. That's how you know the beta-alanine is working, but beta-alanine is hit or miss for a lot of people. I do want to say a huge shout out and thank you for Bucked Up Energy for actually sending me these drinks. Not only did they send me these drinks, but they also sent me their thermogenic one, LFG, and some of their Bucked Up shots, so I will be getting to those reviews within the next week or two. Thank you again to Bucked Up Energy. I really do appreciate it. Let's go ahead. Let's taste these out. So grab them from the Caffeine Man fridge, and not only do I have a Caffeine Man fridge, I also have a Caffeine Man website. That website is caffeineman1.com, where you can find out a little bit more about me, but more importantly, you can find all my coupon codes to help you guys save money on energy drinks. And you can even sign up for a newsletter that goes out once a week. No junk mail. That goes over what I went over last week in case you missed anything and what is going to be coming up next week, all at caffeineman1.com. First one up is going to be the cherry candy. As usual, they got their big bucked up deer on there for the logo, but they are switching it up a little bit from their previous cans, which were a little bit more simplistic, if you like the simplistic look. So a lot more companies are trying to put pictures on there, so they do have a picture of some cherry candies, as well as the name cherry candy, in a different style than what they used to be. Definitely like the new cans. I do admit that I do like the slim, more simplistic version of the last cans, but having pictures on there, bigger logo and bigger name of the flavor helps have more eye appeal on the shelves. If you can catch someone's eye when they're looking for energy drinks, got a nice picture on there, picture worth 1,000 words, I think this design has better marketing capabilities to it. Let's taste it out. Clear cutter. My goodness, we got some foam on there. Not sure if it was my fancy pour or not, but could be a high carbonation. So it must have been the pour that caused all that fizziness, because it actually does have a little bit of a lighter feel to it. I would say it's a medium to high carbonation, but not really closing in on high. I think it's right in that mid-range. For your sweetness, you are definitely getting a high sweetness. It is a candy flavor, and when you name your flavor candy, you should have a high sweetness. And for the flavor profile, I am also going to say it is a high flavor profile, and that sweetness is definitely helping it out, because when we actually talk about the flavor, I think that the cherry flavor is a little bit light, but it is still a really good flavor because they are giving you a lot of that sweetness and a lot of that candy flavor. Lots of different kinds of sweetness that you can go with, but this definitely has a candy feel to it, and obviously it has a cherry candy feel to it. But I really think that the cherry is a little bit lighter, and perhaps they went a little bit lighter with the cherry flavor because some people do complain that some cherry drinks taste a little bit medicine-y to them, but it's not the drink's fault. It's really the cough syrup's fault for making all their flavors being cherry or grape. So if you're someone who had cherry and grape cough syrup before you had many cherry drinks, you're gonna think most of them taste like cough syrup. That is not the case with me. I really do like a good cherry drink, which I think they're giving you here. If they boosted up that cherry flavor a little bit more, I might be a little bit more happy, but still, cherry candy is what they were going for. They're definitely giving that to you. So let's go ahead, let's take a look at the Caffeine Man rating chart. When it comes to cherry drinks, there are usually a lot of options, but they're usually like cherry lime and cherry something else. When it comes to candy flavors, there are a lot of options for candy as well. I really think they did a solid job with this, so I am going to give this a solid 9.0. Another great flavor from Bucked Up. Next up, we're going for the Sour Bucks. Absolutely amazing colors on here. They went with a nice rainbow gradient theme. Once again, the flavor name at the bottom, as well as a picture, and it looks like that they're giving you some deer gummies. So rather than giving you gummy bears, they're giving you gummy deers. Quite clever on their part. And technically, it's not even, I shouldn't have even said gummy bears because they do have a gummy flavor coming out. This is Sour Bucks, so they're really going for more of a, let's say, a Sour Patch candy kind of thing. So let's go ahead, let's taste it out, see how they're doing with their sour candy flavor. And I'm starting to see a theme here. Cherry candy, Sour Bucks. We got a gummy flavor coming up. Looks like Bucked Up is going with some candy flavors for all you guys. They must know candy is the in thing for 2023. I don't know if that's true or not, but hey, it's what they're going for. I ain't gonna complain about candy flavors. Let's taste it out. I mean, when you can get candy in a drink and there's no sugar in it, that's a great substitute for candy. I've been practicing a little bit more. I'm trying to get, I look at the camera there and I try to get top of the screen to bottom of the screen. So I'm getting a nice little pour there. Not making much of a mess just yet. See if we can keep the trend going for the next two. And of course I didn't pour too much, and that's because 300 milligrams of caffeine. I usually do a couple of videos in one day. YouTube gurus will tell you better off batching your videos, which works out for editing and getting all the recording done at the same time. You set up the studio once. They don't take in consideration an energy drink reviewer. Yeah, why would they? There's not a ton of us out there. Let's taste it out. Sour Bucks. I got the name right. I almost don't want to go in for that last sip. Man, get some pucker action going. But I'm trying to hone in on all the flavors for you guys. So here we go. Pucker up. So for your carbonation, it is the same for these candy flavors. I'm curious if all of them will be the same. We get a medium kind of carbonation out of here. Not too light of a flavor, so it is a little bit more of a higher medium, closing in on high. But like I said, it's that mid-range. If you can imagine a scale in your head between medium and high. A lot of the drinks are usually closing in on high. This is really right in between. I should make a chart for it, but who has the time really? You guys can figure it out. For your sweetness, you are getting a high sweetness out of here, probably on the low end of high, because that sour comes in and you're getting a high amount of sour flavor too. When it comes to the sour drinks, I like to let you know how sour it is, because some companies go pretty low in the sour, i.e. Rays, and some companies get in that mid-range and some companies go really high. So they're going for a sour candy here, and they're definitely giving you a sour drink. If you're someone who likes your sweet and sour flavors, you're gonna like this drink. As for the flavor, did I talk about the flavor profile? I told you high sweetness, high sour. Flavor profile, gonna be a high flavor profile. And for those mixes of flavors in there, I was really trying to hone in on what they got. And really, when you look at the can, they're giving you a rainbow gradient. So I think they are trying to give you a mix of several of the different gummy flavors in there. But the ones that kind of stick out the most, which is not overpowering in this flavor, but I was kind of getting some lime, some lemon, some citrus kind of flavors, but being balanced out by hints of little berry flavors in there, maybe even a touch of cherry. So I think they are trying to give you, when you look at the candies, your yellows, your greens, your reds, your blues, a little bit of everything in there. And I'm not sure if anyone else, unless you have a really sensitive palate, not sure which ones you're gonna pick out on, not sure which ones you're gonna be able to pick up on. I am getting just a touch more lemon and lime. Other people might get a more touch of the berry. Hopefully that gives you a good idea. So let's go ahead and take a look at the Caffeine Man rating chart. It's gonna be as competitive as some of those other other sours, it's gonna be competitive, definitely gonna be competitive. I think you guys are gonna need to try it out for yourself if you like some of those other sour drinks that are out there. Because I am actually gonna give this a 9.4. Yes, it is a really good flavor. They did what they're telling you on the can. They're giving you some sour gummy flavors, and it's a really sour drink. It's getting a 9.4. Next up is gonna be the white gummy deer. Not a ton of gummy bear flavors out there, but a lot of different candy flavors out there to compare to. But specifically gummy flavors, I think off the top of my head, it's hard to remember all the drinks, over 1,000 energy drinks reviewed, but I'm thinking there's at least 3 different companies that have done gummy bear. Of course, when we look at the Caffeine Man rating chart, we'll see exactly how many gummy bear flavors that we have out there. Let's taste out white gummy deer. And of course, which one is the white flavor? The white flavor is usually their pineapple flavor. I had to look that one up when I was doing my rain gummy bear flavor. Let's taste it out. So yeah, I think your carbonation is going to be the same on all of them, so I'll start mentioning it even though I only got one more to go. Sweetness is the same, high sweetness. Flavor profile also giving you a high flavor profile. So Bucked Up going strong with their flavors. I think that's what I liked about Bucked Up, is that they do give you a lot of strong flavors. And for this flavor here, I think that when the only one I can actually remember to compare it to is the Rain Gummy Bear. I think I had a problem figuring out what the Rain Gummy Bear was supposed to taste like, because it was much more gummy than it was like a pineapple kind of flavor. And I think I'm not sure about that review. I think I looked it up either in the middle of the review, or I didn't even know what it was until in my comments someone said that it was supposed to be the pineapple flavor. But whatever the case may be, it was a while ago. All I do know is that with this flavor, you actually do get a bit more pineapple flavor out of it. So I like it better than that Rain one, because they are actually giving you some pineapple flavor. You can taste the pineapple in there. You have no questions what flavor it is. And it is giving you a good gummy flavor as well. So you are getting exactly what they're telling you. They're giving you the white gummy deer, and it is a pineapple gummy flavor. If I had to give you some percentages, which I sometimes feel like I have to, I would probably say you're getting like a 60% pineapple feel out of here. So you can definitely taste the pineapple, and a 40% gummy flavor out of here. So you are getting a solid gummy candy flavor, and you definitely know that it's pineapple. It's a really good drink, and oh my goodness, Bucked Up always rating high. And I'll even probably show you all the Bucked Up scores at the end, just so you can see how good of a drink this is, in my opinion, of course. Well, let's go ahead and put it on the Caffeine Man rating chart. Make sure this is a reasonably short video for 4 drinks. I'm going to give this a 9.5. Yeah, 9.5. It's probably one of my top rated gummy flavors out there that I can remember. I'll probably have some other candies up there too to relate it to. I am very excited to try the last one, because I usually try and go from the ones I think I'm going to like the least to the ones that I like the most. So far, I think I've gone in the right order. We've started at 9, we've gotten up to 9.5. Can the next one be a 9.5 or higher? I am unsure, but it's got potential with the flavor that it is. Let's jump right into it. Next one up, Breezy Blast. Can't help but get excited by these flavors. I am a huge fan, if you watch my channel you know, of like pina colada type flavors, and even your tiger blood kind of flavors, or anything that has, let's say, a strawberry coconut or pineapple coconut, any kind of like coconut drink. But I like pineapple, I like coconut, I like the mixture of other flavors in there. And if you look at the back of the cans, if you're ever curious what the flavors are, even though they give you a picture, this picture has orange, cherry, blueberry, and coconut on it. But if you look at the back near the UPC code, it actually tells you what the flavor is. And this one is a little misleading. This one says pineapple cocktail flavor, but most of them usually give you what flavor it is. I remember the Wild Orchard told you that it was 3 different flavors. So any of the ones that usually have a unique name to them, they tell you what it is. This one's close. Pineapple cocktail flavor. And there's not a picture of a pineapple on there, so I'm glad they told you that. But pineapple, coconut, orange, cherry, blueberry. We'll have to see if all those flavors are in there. Well, let's go ahead, let's taste it out. That's a lot of flavors to put in one can. Flavor like this, you gotta do the double dip. Still, I did it so quick, I could probably do a triple dip one of these times. They have like an Olympics of bartending stuff. Yeah, taste it out. So I'm gonna let you know all the stats are the same. Carbonation, sweetness, high flavor profile. So let's go ahead, let's talk about that flavor. I don't think I am, it's a touch different than what I thought it was going to be. We'll start off there. I think they are primarily giving you a pineapple flavor. They did call it pineapple cocktail flavor, and I think it is just that. It's a pineapple cocktail flavor. And what flavors am I getting out of there? I am getting primarily pineapple, which is interesting that they went with the white gummy bear being a pineapple flavor, and this flavor being a pineapple, but they did give you a twist on the pineapple flavor. And for those other flavors, I think you are getting a mix of flavors. I think you're getting a touch of coconut, and I think you are getting a touch of a cherry berry mix. Not really getting much orange out of there, and even for that cherry berry, I think that I am getting a little bit more berry out of it. But it's really, really difficult to tell. It's going to be one of those drinks that you kind of have to try for yourself to see what you get out of it, but it is a very well mixed flavor. They got a lot of different flavors in there, and they called it pineapple cocktail, and I am going to taste it one last time to see if I want to call it pineapple cherry berry. Pineapple cocktail is pretty good. Let me go ahead and give you some percentages. I would say you're probably getting a 50% pineapple. Even though it is a pineapple forward flavor, 50% is actually going to be the dominant flavor, and that other 50% is going to be a mix of flavors. I would have to say, let's say maybe a 25% berry kind of flavor, maybe a 15 to 20% cherry kind of flavor, and that coconut flavor, a little sad, but that coconut flavor is only like a 5 or 10%, very, very light in coconut flavor. So for all of you who like coconut, you might be a little sad, but for all of those of you who don't like coconut, I think you might like it. But that being said, even though I am a little bit let down by the flavor, because it's not what I was thinking or expecting, they did actually give you what is on the can. Caffeine Man rating chart is based on flavor alone. I think they did a great job with the name Pineapple Cocktail. If you're looking for a good pineapple cocktail flavor, good pineapple mix, I'm going to give this a 9.2. Another really great flavor, even though it's not way up there at the top of the nines. I mean, anything in the nines is a really great score, really good flavor, and I think Bucked Up does a great job. So let's go ahead. I want to show you how great all the Bucked Up flavors are. Let's take a look at the Caffeine Man rating chart just for the Bucked Up flavors. That's right, I have all the scores listed for you, and they're nicely color coordinated based on the flavor too, just for you guys. You guys are so special. I like to do special things for you. There you go. Those are all the Bucked Up flavors, all the scores that I gave them, and man, when you look at the average of their scores, they're getting a really great averaged out score for all their drinks. I'll be very excited to see which ones they bring into their low stim line, because their low stim I have been purchasing because I'm a fan of their low stim drinks. I mean, like I said, I'm a fan of all their flavors, so any of the flavors that they make in low stim, I usually end up trying. Love their Mango Tango low stim, love their Rocket Pop, and if they came out with Wild Orchard in Miami in the low stim, then I'll start losing a lot of money buying a lot of those drinks. Big fan of those flavors. Great job to Bucked Up. Thank you again to Bucked Up Energy for sending me these drinks. I really do appreciate it. If you're looking to purchase Bucked Up Energy, you can check out Campus Protein and save 10% off when you use coupon code CaffeineMan10. I don't think they have these new drinks yet, but they do have a lot of the other flavors. If you're looking to pick up these new drinks, I'm sure you can find them on the Bucked Up website and potentially some of the other supplement store websites as well. Like I said, if you do want to know more about Bucked Up, I did a video right there going over everything you need to know about Bucked Up. And what the heck, if you want to know about one of my favorite Bucked Ups, you can check out that video right there too. I think I was expecting the Breezy to be more like that, but they can't make it like that because they already made that one. It all makes sense now. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. And until next time, have yourselves a great day. Or night.